Welcome to the south rim of the Grand Canyon.
Today, we're taking you on an unforgettable journey through one of the most iconic natural wonders of the world, the south rim of the Grand Canyon.
We'll share some of our favorite spots, delicious food, and wildlife that we saw along the way.
So grab your hiking boots and join us for an adventure on the south rim of the Grand Canyon. We are starting our journey flying direct out of Boston to Phoenix Airport.
Thanks to price drops and points, we were able to upgrade to first class.
So from Phoenix, we picked up our car. It's about a 2-hour drive to Flagstaff, and then from Flagstaff, it's another hour and a half to the Grand Canyon. Along this drive, you can see the beautiful San Francisco peaks. As you drive closer to the south rim, you'll pass through Tusayan, a charming little town right outside the park entrance. This is the perfect spot to grab a quick bite, pick up any last-minute supplies, or stay given its proximity to the park. We made it to where we're staying in Tusayan, the Red Feather Lodge. So quick walk through of the bedroom. You got 2 queen beds, and then we have some beautiful pictures of the Grand Canyon above beds, and pretty small, pretty simple. And here's the bathroom. And that's our room for the next 2 days until we head to the North Rim. Hi! We really enjoyed our stay at this lodge. Some perks are 24-hour coffee and tea, a place to refill your water bottles, an outside pool, and a fitness center. We also really enjoyed the restaurant Plaza Bonita right next door. A short walk away is the Grand Canyon Visitor Center. Here you can grab some souvenirs or food. They run a 40-minute IMAX movie about the history of the Grand Canyon. It's about $12 per person for tickets. So you can head over to the theater and watch a quick IMAX video just right through here. So we are finishing up our first day getting to the Grand Canyon. We're staying in Tusayan. We'll show you where we're staying at the Red Feather Lodge. Cute little place, so far so good. We're gonna go grab a beer at one of the local steakhouses just to kind of end and wrap up the night. We had a long travel day, around like 15 hours, so we're ready to get some sleep after this.
I don't know if I'm the one you want. Should I go?
Good morning. This is day 2 at the Grand Canyon. We are in Tusayan. We are going to drive into the park and take a look at the south rim. So this is where we're parking for our rim to rim hike. We also parked here when we did the South Kaibab to the Bright Angel Trail as well. It's an overnight parking lot, so you can keep your car overnight and take the shuttle or whatever you need to do. And then the backcountry office is just right down where you can get more information prior to your hike. Actually, where you take the shuttle bus, if you're taking the South Kaibab Trail, you can park in the lot and then hang out until you take the shuttle bright and early to start the trail. We do recommend that you stop at the backcountry office if you're doing any hikes into the canyon. They have information about trail courtesy, supplies that you'll need, and they have a ranger that can answer any questions. You can also pick up your permits here and try for day of permits for camping overnight.
Day hikes, you do not need a permit, but anything overnight, you will.
Here is the shuttle bus schedule at the backcountry office.
You can also take the Grand Canyon Railway, which departs from Williams, Arizona. When walking to the rim from the backcountry office, you pass the Maswick Lodge. They offer some beautiful lodging in this area, and they also have a gift shop, a food court, and a pizza pub. Walking up, you get your first glimpse of the Grand Canyon, and it is amazing.
Wow. Look how beautiful. Right there is Plateau Point.
The main ways to get around the rim are walking, biking, or the shuttle.
Took the shuttle, the Red Route shuttle on the Hermit's route, and so we're gonna go to Hermit's Rest, and we stopped at just the point before and just to take in some new views of the Grand Canyon, a completely different viewpoint than what you see on the main South Rim Blue Shuttle Trail.
If you'd like to return to the village transfer, walk past the rear of this bus and wait at the eastbound shuttle bus stop. Please gather all of your belongings before exiting the bus. This is Powell Point.
So we are over at Pina Point. You can see the Colorado River down at the bottom. It's completely brown. Last time we came it was bright green, but this time I think with all the runoff and the rain, it's definitely a darker brown color. And we'll be hiking down doing the rim to rim, so we'll get to see it closer up on Saturday. Jumped off the shuttle at Hermit's Route to Pina Point, and then it's about a mile walk over to Hermit's Rest.
Throughout the park, we caught glimpses of the large and impressive mule deer.
At Hermit's Rest, they have a little store with some refreshments and bathrooms.
This area has provided food and shelter for travelers for over 100 years. This building was designed by architect Mary Jane Coulter. She wanted it to look like a hermit's stone cabin. After finishing at Hermit's Rest, we jumped off the shuttle at Powell Point and walked the 2 miles back to Grand Canyon Village.
Walking the trail back along the rim was definitely worth it.
Right through there is the North Rim Trail.
First stop after getting back to the village is the Kolb Studio. This was built by the Kolb brothers, who are best known for their death-defying photographs on the edge of the rim. Another great stop is Lookout Studio, where you get a great view of the rim. The Grand Canyon also has its dark side. We are reading a good book called Over the Edge: Deaths at the Grand Canyon. Some morbid news about this stone wall is that some people have fallen over it to their deaths. Make sure you're staying safe.
This is the Bright Angel Lodge with the gift shop. Gonna go do some shopping.
The Bright Angel Lodge is beautiful on the inside and seems like a great place to stay. We haven't stayed here yet, but it's on our list to do for the next time we visit. This is also where you meet your shuttle to get to the North Rim. A thunderstorm started rolling into the South Rim, so we decided to beat the weather and go grab some food at the Bright Angel Lodge.
I don't know if I'm the one you want. Should I go, or should I leave this on?
Okay, take a bite.
We were very pleasantly surprised with the food here and would definitely go back for more. I ended up getting the vegetable tamales and Ramon got the vegan burrito.
Oh, I see you standing there. I just wanna get out of here with you.
Dreams of mountains as in their sleep. They brood on things eternal.
What should I do? I want your body on my body. Don't you see that I'm waiting for you? All I want is you. You're coming closer, I can feel it, and I don't know what to do. Oh, baby, what to do?
El Tovar is another unique stay on the canyon rim. They have fine dining, a lounge, and a gift shop. Stays inside the rim tend to book out early, so make sure you plan your trip ahead of time.
Getting close to you. Do anything, girl. Just give me
The Hopi House is another historic building designed by Mary Coulter. This was built to resemble a Hopi pueblo and primarily served as a market for Native American crafts.
and just maybe I could take a little risk for you. Yeah, make my move. Oh, I see you standing there. I just wanna get out of here with you. Oh, baby, I'm with you. Oh, baby, with you. You're coming closer.
The general store ended up having pretty robust options for groceries. We picked up some fruits and some snacks, and also the sandwiches that we took on our rim to rim hike.
For you, all I think about is you. You're coming
course, you have to stop at the Bright Angel Trailhead. This is where a lot of people take mule rides, and it's also a great day hike.
And can't you tell that I want this back? You have to. I see you standing there, I just wanna get out of here. Oh, baby, I'm with you. Oh, baby, with you. You're coming closer, I can feel it, and I don't know what to do. Oh, baby, what to do? What should I do?
We're doing the scenic drive out of the Grand Canyon connecting over to Sedona. And we're going to stop at the Desert View Watchtower and also the Tusayan ruins. So we'll show you that as well.
On your way to the watchtower, make sure you pull off to see some of the scenic viewpoints. One of our favorites is Lipan Point. Also on the way to the watchtower is the Tusayan Museum and Ruins. The museum does have a sign that says it is closed indefinitely due to staffing. You can still take the trail through Tusayan Pueblo. It's about a 0.1 mile self-guided trail around the site.
So this was a kiva, which is a ceremonial room.
This part is different rooms in the living quarters. Next stop is Desert View. There are no shuttles that take you out here, so you do have to drive. If you head towards the watchtower and then make a left from the parking lot, you get some amazing views with the watchtower and the rim on the background. We spent some time just admiring the views from this perspective. You can go to the upper floors of the watchtower from 8 to 6. They were admitting about 25 people every 20 minutes. The tickets are free, you just have to wait in the line until your turn. The architecture and the views are really nice from the bottom floor. After soaking up the views from the watchtower, we decided to cool off with some ice cream. We grabbed some last-minute views of the tower before heading back to Grand Canyon Village.
We are taking the shuttle from the South Rim to the North Rim on tomorrow, which is Friday. And we're supposed to do the Rim to Ring, North Rim to South Rim hike. That Saturday morning. We were going to start super early. We have run into quite a few roadblocks. The first roadblock is that they closed the Silver Bridge, so we have to actually go up the South Kaibab Trail instead of our originally planned Bright Angel Trail. There's more shade and no water on the South Kaibab, so we'll see how that goes. We are prepared and brought plenty of water, and we've been training, but definitely a deviation from our plans. And then we ran into another roadblock. So there were thunderstorms on Sunday night and flooding in the Grand Canyon, and that knocked out the power for the North Rim. So they closed the North Canyon Lodge, which is where we were staying before we did our hike. So we're still waiting to hear if they're going to open that back up today. They closed it pretty much the whole week, the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then we're supposed to get there Friday. So we're hoping for the best, and you'll find out in our video if we did end up staying at that lodge.
We are ending this South Rim experience back at the Bright Angel Lodge for our 8 a.m. shuttle to the North Rim.
Open my eyes, I slept through the day. Slept through the day, feeling uneasy, I push it away. Push it away. Last night was fun, don't feel like today. Feel like today, let's do it again, let's go on a date.
Be sure to catch our upcoming videos where we explore the North Rim and take you on the exciting Rim to Rim hike.
Talking about so we can dine and spend up all our nose. Let's forget that we broke. I wanna celebrate and have some fun. Bitch,